Want to speak real Swedish from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at swedishpod101.com.
First, you'll see an image and hear a question. Next comes a short dialogue. Listen carefully and see if you can answer correctly. We'll show you the answer at the end. Are you ready?
En man och en kvinna pratar. Hur gammal är mannen nu? Det är din födelsedag snart.
Ja, den är i övermorgon.
Hur gammal blir du?
Jag blir 60 år gammal.
Grattis! Vi måste fira.
Tack så mycket. Jag är mycket tacksam.
Hur gammal är mannen nu? En man och en kvinna pratar. Hur gammal är mannen nu? Det är din födelsedag snart.
Ja, den är i övermorgon.
Hur gammal blir du?
Jag blir 60 år gammal.
Grattis! Vi måste fira.
Tack så mycket. Jag är mycket tacksam.
First, you'll see an image and hear a question. Next comes a short dialogue. Listen carefully and see if you can answer correctly. We'll show you the answer at the end. Are you ready?
En man och en kvinna pratar. Vilken klocka tittar de på och vilken tid är det?
Vet du hur mycket klockan är?
Jag är ledsen, men jag glömde min klocka idag.
Jag förstår. Jag är orolig över om vi hinner till tåget.
Åh, det finns en klocka vid ingången till stationen.
Bra. Åh nej! Tåget kommer om 5 minuter.
Det är 10-tåget, eller hur?
Ja, vi måste skynda oss.
Vilken klocka tittar de på och vilken tid är det? En man och en kvinna pratar. Vilken klocka tittar de på och vilken tid är det?
Vet du hur mycket klockan är?
Jag är ledsen, men jag glömde min klocka idag.
Jag förstår. Jag är orolig över om vi hinner till tåget.
Åh, det finns en klocka vid ingången till stationen.
Bra. Åh nej! Tåget kommer om 5 minuter.
Det är 10-tåget, eller hur?
Ja, vi måste skynda oss.
First, you'll see an image and hear a question. Next comes a short dialogue. Listen carefully and see if you can answer correctly. We'll show you the answer at the end. Are you ready?
En man och en kvinna pratar. Hur många personer totalt kommer till festen?
Festen äger rum imorgon.
Vilka kommer till festen?
Vi två av mina vänner och läraren.
Det blir 5.
Åh, läraren kommer med sin fru.
Okej. Hur många personer totalt kommer till festen? En man och en kvinna pratar. Hur många personer totalt kommer till festen?
Festen äger rum imorgon.
Vilka kommer till festen?
Vi två av mina vänner och läraren.
Det blir 5.
Åh, läraren kommer med sin fru.
Okej.
In this lesson, we learn some of the most common greetings used in Sweden. Är ni redo? Are you ready? Så låt oss börja. So let's start. The most commonly used informal greeting is hej. Hej. Hej means hi. We use it when we meet people. We can use this greeting with anyone. Yet, it isn't the only way to greet someone. We also have hallå. Hallå, which means hello. And more time-specific greetings like god dag. God dag. Literally, god dag means good day. As a rule of thumb, we can use god dag only during the daytime, from morning until evening. During the evening, we say god kväll. God kväll. Kväll is Swedish for evening. So god kväll means good evening. Finally, in the morning we say God morgon. God morgon. This means good morning. However, instead of god dag and god kväll, it's much more common to just use hej. God morgon, on the other hand, is still the most common phrase to use in the morning. When saying goodbye, we say hej då, hej då. When parting for a long time, we often add ha det bra, ha det bra, which means be well. Finally, in Swedish, we have an expression meaning see you soon that can be considered both formal and informal. Vi ses. Vi ses. Now you can greet people in many different ways in Swedish. Let's review them all again. When meeting friends or someone we don't know, hej. There also is hallå. In the morning, god morgon. During the day, god dag. And in the evening, god kväll. When leaving, we say hej då. When leaving but want to imply see you soon, vi ses. To which we sometimes add ha det bra or be well. It's easy, isn't it? Now it's time for Elin's insights. In formal situations, Swedish people commonly greet each other by shaking hands. However, if we meet someone we are very friendly with, we hug. Swedish people are generally shy and might not take the initiative to hug. But don't be afraid to do it. It's always appreciated.
Want to speak real Swedish from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at SwedishPod101.com.
In this lesson, you're going to learn how to introduce yourself in Swedish. There are only 2 sentences you need. Hej, jag heter Elin. Trevligt att träffas. Hi, I'm Elin. Nice to meet you. Hej, jag heter Elin. Trevligt att träffas. Start by saying hej, jag heter. Then say your name. Hej, jag heter Elin. Finally say trevligt att träffas. Hej, jag heter Elin. Trevligt att träffas. And now let's see the same sentence in a different format. Hallå, Elin. Trevligt att träffas. Hello, Elin. Nice to meet you. Hallå, Elin. Trevligt att träffas. So, what has changed from the previous introduction? Let's take a close look at these together. Hej has been substituted with an alternative greeting, hallå, Swedish for hello. Jag heter Elin has been shortened to just Elin. In this sentence, it's implied that I am introducing myself as Elin. In a formal setting, you would say your full name. One more time. One way to introduce yourself in Swedish is hej, jag heter Elin. Trevligt att träffas. An alternative way to introduce yourself is hallå, Elin. Trevligt att träffas. Now it's time for Elin's insights. When you introduce yourself, it's a good habit to shake hands in Sweden. It's more common to use hej, jag heter Elin. Trevligt att träffas when you introduce yourself once, in front of a group of people or one single person. If you greet several people individually, you use the short phrase hej, Elin. Trevligt att träffas. In this lesson, we're going to learn how to use good manners as we thank people. Är ni redo? Are you ready? Så låt oss börja. So let's start. There are several ways to thank someone. So let's start with the easiest. It's just one word. Tack. Tack. Tack means thank you. When saying thank you very much, you just need to add så mycket at the end. Tack så mycket. Tack så mycket. Så mycket literally means so much. So tack så mycket, it's like saying thank you so much. During the last lesson, we didn't mention anything about formality in speech in Swedish. However, there are some subtle differences in how you will be perceived by others. Tack is a casual way to thank someone. Tack så mycket expresses more gratitude and is thus more formal. A longer and more formal phrase which expresses a lot of gratitude will be tack så mycket, jättesnällt. Tack så mycket, jättesnällt. Jättesnällt means really kind. It is very common to put jätte in front of adjectives to amplify their meaning. But how do you respond to these thanks? It's easy. There are basically 2 different ways to do it. The first is varsågod. Varsågod. Varsågod means you are welcome. You use this expression after someone has thanked you for a favor or for something given to them. The other way to say you are welcome is the expression ingen fara. Ingen fara. Literally, this phrase means no problem or it's okay, and it's used when someone has thanked you for your help or for a favor. So, when someone says tack to you, you can simply reply with varsågod or ingen fara, depending on what they thanked you for. Now it's time for Elin's insights. If you're not sure about whether to use tack or tack så mycket, keeping it simple is always your safest bet. You don't have to worry about formal or informal situations. Tack can be used with just about anyone, anywhere and at any time.
Hej! Hej, jag heter James. Vad heter du? Jag heter Anders. Kul att träffas. Ja, kul att träffas. Det är fest ikväll här, eller? Ja, just det. Vi ses på festen. Ja, absolut. Hej James, hur är det? Bra, tack. James, varifrån kommer du? Jag kommer från England, och varifrån i Sverige kommer du? Jag kommer från Linköping. Var i Göteborg bor du? Jag bor i Kallbäck, och du? Jag bor i stan nära till universitetet. Jag bor i en 2:a med min tjej. Hur bor du? Jag bor på hotell just nu. Ursäkta Anders, men jag måste till bussen nu. Okej, vi ses. Hej då. Vi ses. Du, idag flyttar Nils och Eva in i lägenheten. Jaha, vad trevligt. Varifrån kommer de? Eva är från Polen och Nils är från Sverige. Jaha, vad intressant. Du James, kan du hjälpa Nils och Eva senare med att hitta här i huset? Tack. Självklart. När kommer de? De kommer på eftermiddagen. Jag måste verkligen gå nu. Hej då. Hej då, vi ses.
Hej, jag heter Eva och kommer från Polen. Vad heter du?
Mitt namn är James. Jag är engelsman och du är polack.
Ursäkta, men vad betyder det?
På svenska säger man polack till folk från Polen. Och till mig från England, engelsman.
Jaså, det visste jag inte. Så jag är polack. Och till folk från Sverige, vad säger man då?
De kallas för svenskor.
Jaha, jag hoppas jag får träffa många av dem snart.
Hej James, du spelar bra. Tack Anders. Många här spelar bra, men jag förstår inte alla språk. Jaså, hur så? De där pratar franska. De talar ingen svenska och mycket lite engelska. Jaha, vad kul. Så många språk. Själv studerar jag spanska och japanska. Oj, vad intressant. Då talar du många språk. Nej, inte än. Min spanska är okej, men min japanska är fortfarande svag. Som min svenska. Nej, du talar ju nästan flytande.
10 questions that you should know. So 10 basic questions that are very handy for maybe a friendly conversation, a first time conversation or something similar. So let's get started. Vad heter du? What's your name? And the sample answer could be jag heter Hanna. Jag heter Hanna. My name is Hanna. Very useful and easy and always good to ask for someone's name, and also allows you to maybe learn some Swedish names. We say them a bit differently, even though some of them are similar sounding to other languages. Hur mår du? How are you? Jag mår bra. Jag mår bra. I'm fine. There we had the question and the answer to this. It's a very good starter, and maybe if you know someone, you'll get more than the I'm fine. But for a nice and polite start of a conversation, it's also a sign of interest to ask someone how they are. I think that's similar to most languages. Var kommer du ifrån? Where are you from? Jag kommer från Kina. Jag kommer från Kina. I'm from China. Not that I am, but in my case, I would of course use Sweden, and maybe for you it's another country. So, but if you travel, I know that you meet a lot of people from different places, and then knowing how to ask them where they're from is a good conversation starter. And also interesting to find out. Maybe you can ask more questions about where they're from. Var lärde du dig svenska? Where did you learn Swedish? Jag lärde mig svenska på swedishpod101.com. Jag lärde mig svenska på swedishpod101.com. I learned Swedish at swedishpod101.com. Maybe you already guessed this. Var bor du? Where do you live? Jag bor i Stockholm. Jag bor i Stockholm. I live in Stockholm. Remember to add the place that you live in and not use Stockholm if you're not in Stockholm. But Stockholm is a very beautiful place, so maybe it's a good idea to move there. It's fun to find out more about where people are from and to hear about their country, I believe. And when you travel in Sweden, also not everybody is from Sweden or from Stockholm. Var jobbar du? Where do you work? Ja, jag jobbar på ICA. Jag jobbar på ICA. I work at ICA. And for you who don't know, ICA is a big grocery store in Sweden. There are others, but this is a very common one. So if you look for a grocery store, you can ask for ICA. Vad har du för telefonnummer? What's your phone number? And to this, you could reply, det är, and then all the numbers. But I think we're going to get to the numbers in another lesson. Det är, meaning it is. And remember the country code if this is someone who's not from your country, if you get their phone number. Vad kostar det? How much is it? Det är, it is. Or here's another one you can also use. Det kostar, it costs. Good to know. Maybe after sightseeing, what you do is you go shopping for some things, and we don't haggle in Sweden, so you don't have to do the haggling. You just have to ask for the price and you'll get the response to what you're probably going to pay. Gillar du svensk mat? Do you like Swedish food? So here we have both two different answers. Ja, det gör jag, meaning yes I do. Or nej, det gör jag inte, meaning no I don't. And to be real honest, the Swedish cuisine is not my favorite. I prefer Asian food, for example, over Swedish food, but we have a few really good ones. And if you're not in Sweden, maybe you have an IKEA, you know, the furniture store somewhere around, and you can try the Swedish meatballs. They're a traditional dish, and kids really like them. But that's a first good start to trying Swedish food. Har du varit i Sverige? Have you been to Sweden? Ja, det har jag. Meaning yes I have. Nej, det har jag inte. Meaning no I haven't. And if you haven't been to Sweden, I hope you will go. But please go during the summer unless you are into skiing or snowboarding, because summer in Sweden is just magical. We have daylight until very late, like almost depending on where you go. But if you go very far north, the sun is not even gonna set. And in the south, we have very long days. So that's a huge recommendation for you who haven't been to Sweden yet.